Let's now bring in Advocate Stefanie Fick, who's the Executive Director of the Accountability Division at the organization Undoing Tax Abuse, or OUTA, to weigh in on the official scrapping of the e-toll systems here in Gauteng last night. Advocate, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for your time. Look, what is your take on the scrapping of this e-toll system here in Gauteng? We've just heard various commuters there who are actually glad that the system has been scrapped. Others have been confessing that they never paid for it. But those that actually did pay are saying, when will we get a refund? Because I suppose there's also an issue now of what OUTA is saying about motorists not being liable for that outstanding debt, whereas the minister is saying the opposite.
Yeah, I think this has been a long time coming. I think we've been celebrating for in stages. First there was this indication that it's going to be, but now it is finally here. No more e-tolls. So the people that were paying will no longer pay, and then the people with historic debt, because they stood up against this unlawful scheme, can pat themselves on the back that this civil disobedience that we launched against this unlawful scheme was successful. With regards to the outstanding amounts, I mean, there's just no way that we can see how SANRAL can enforce any outstanding debt. I mean, the outstanding debt in their books has been written off. They've let go of their last means of trying to enforce it. Like Wayne has explained, I mean, they're no longer summoning people. And also, if you listen to the minister and to SANRAL, it does appear that if you wait for 30 days, you will be able to use your e-tag, and that the historic debt will not come up on your e-tags. And we would love to test it. And motorists out there must please let us know if that is in fact the case. Then the whole idea about historic debt is just a theoretical question and not a practical one, because it will not have any influence on you. The people that were, paying, they made a decision to pay their e-tolls because they thought it was the right idea. That money was used, hopefully, to pay towards the outstanding debt, and the chances of them getting the money back are really slim to none.
Very interesting indeed, Advocate. I suppose OUTA needs a national pat on the back from all South Africans, or at least motorists here in Gauteng who were against the e-tolls in the first place. But do you think the system was doomed right from the beginning, from how it was first introduced and presented to the public? Or do you think there was any hope it was ever going to be beneficial to the province? And what could possibly be those benefits, Advocate?
I must say, I'll take the congratulations on behalf of the organization and everybody working for OUTA. Everybody's so passionate at OUTA. But I must say, this is also congratulations to all the brave motorists that said, no, we're not going to pay for this illegal scheme. You know where this went wrong? Is I think initially, maybe it was, the idea was conceptualized and it was a good idea. But from there, everything went south. We are not against the user pay principle, but it would never have worked in Gauteng. Here's why. Firstly, the upgrade of the roads, in other words, the building, the lovely roads that you see there, is happening all over the country. SANRAL has got 24,000 kilometers that they need to look at, and we can all agree that they look after the roads very well. I mean, all our national roads are in a pretty good state. Now, in Gauteng, they decided that it's a user pay, so the Gauteng motorists must pay for the upgrade of this road. This road was but 200 kilometers. So why they decided that only in Gauteng there will be e-tolls is to this day unknown. I think it's because it's a well-used piece of road. I don't know. But if this was successful, SANRAL actually thought that they would get 34% of their income from 1% of their road surface. Because this little piece of road, which I've already stated is 200 kilometers, is 1% of their road surface. So if you look at the rest of the country, why only Gauteng? And then the upgrade started. Now, the upgrade of the roads, building of the roads, should have cost 8 billion, maybe at most. Let's make it 9 billion. At the end of the day, it cost SANRAL, or the bonds, was 18 billion. They had to borrow 18 billion. That's more than double. So the government was unable to curb the corruption, the collusion, and the fact that the cost for the upgrade of 200 kilometers just went totally haywire. Then you look at the contract with ETC, who are the company that was supposed to look after the administration of e-tolls. And they also, initially it was tendered at around 4 billion. At the end, they would have gotten 8 billion. That would have left South Africa, because it's an international company, if e-tolls was successful. In other words, if there was a compliance rate of about 95%. Yeah. And then they also didn't consult. You know, a lot of people, one morning they woke up and they saw, but there's gantries, and there were no proper consultation. I think the ministers nearly apologized for the fact that this whole process wasn't done properly. And this is not the way that you try and connect with the people and try and win their confidences when it comes to a scheme like this.
All right.
It would have been felt right from the start, because how would they enforce it?
Advocate, thank you so much for your contribution this afternoon. That is Advocate Stefanie Fick, the Executive Director of OUTA.